Yo, what is going on, everybody? How do I sound? Do I sound okay? Let me check out the audio. Yeah, it looks like I'm good. What's happening? What's going on? Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Welcome to One Man Dark Man Podcast. I don't keep episodes on this, but thank you for joining. Man, there's a couple things to talk about. I always say this every time I do one of these Dark Man podcasts, but I was going to do a regular video. Damn, I got a lot of shit to talk about. I got some more stuff to talk about. Yeah, Spider-Man 356. You were definitely going to talk about that Perfect Dark development. Everybody wanted it to be bad, but we got to talk about that that Perfect Dark shit. We got to talk about Crystal Dynamics, Idols Montreal, Embracer. It's a lot of stuff that came out today about that. And we're going to talk about it, man. That's why I said I couldn't do just a regular 10-minute video. We got to talk about Baby Bro. We got to talk about Xbox Series S, guys, because I think this is something that's worth talking about. So that's why I'm doing this, because I got to talk about this. Hey, what's up, everybody? Black man in black hoodie. I always want my black hoodies. Love my black hoodies, Rain G4. What's up, everybody? Ray, Carolina Gamer, James S. Young, Rain G4, Joe Schmo. What is up, man? Talos 3, Skywalker, Maurice Branch, Pixel Slapper, Chester, Spider-Man 356, Kendrick Star, Long Live the Black Mamba. No, that's not a new intro. I'll play that intro occasionally for this Dark Man podcast. Yeah, guys. So, David Cohen, what's happening, man? I'm sorry. One Trick Pony. Everybody that's here. TJ Guerrero. Luis Jimenez was first. So I got to give him a special shout out. Phantom Kraken, Foz Hudgens, everybody that's here. Just want to say thank you for stopping by. Look, man, like I said, I'm going to try to do the timestamps on this because I do believe timestamps are important. They are important. All right, so Xbox Series S, we got to talk about this, man. Baby Bro has got a price cut for the holiday season. And of course, this has brought out the ponies. This has brought out a whole bunch of BS. Look, man, the Xbox Series S, we remember when we heard rumors about it. People were saying, yeah, Project Lockhart, that's not true. It's fake. Then when Xbox actually revealed Xbox Series S, some people said, yo, this is a very good strategy. I like how they're doing this 2-SKU strategy, because some people might not care about 4K like other people. As long as the frame rates are comparable, everything should be good. Then we have those other people is going to hold back the generation, is going to kill Xbox. In 2 years, they're not going to be able to develop for it. It's going to be dead and all of this shit. And then we saw it was selling well, and then they changed the narrative to they should split the Xbox Series X and X. They should sell them separately. They shouldn't count as one. A whole bunch of different stuff, right? So we just, this whole Xbox Series S thing, we've heard things about some developers saying they don't like developing for it. And it's funny because every person that said some shit, every developer that mentioned something about the Xbox Series S, they either deactivated their Twitter account, they deleted their account, they deleted the tweets, or whatever it is. So Xbox Series S is something that's going to be around, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be around. And just imagine this. PlayStation 5 increased their prices everywhere except for the United States. They increased their prices. I've never seen the console increase in price throughout the generation. 2 years into the generation, they're usually decreasing the price or about to come up with the slim model. So I'm like, man, PlayStation is actually increasing the price of an Xbox Series. I'm sorry, of the PlayStation 5. And You saw PlayStation fanboys, they were defending it, saying they love the aggressiveness. They love it. Then we heard Phil Spencer say in the future, some things within Xbox, the price most likely will increase. Most of us thought, yeah, maybe that's Gamepass, down the line, which would be no surprise. But some people were saying they're going to increase the price of the consoles. They're going to do this. And then PlayStation guys start calling us out, saying, yo, why y'all ain't talking about the price hike? Well, we're talking about maybe the potential of a price hike, but we can't really talk about an official price hike because there isn't one. There's no price hike. So why would we talk about something that hasn't happened officially? Like I said, we could talk about the potential of a future price hike, but so they went off on us, said y'all ain't talk about the price hike. And that shit happened for a few days in a row. Talk about the price hike. Now here we are in the holiday shopping season, and look at yourselves. Tom Warren said Microsoft said it wouldn't raise Xbox console prices over the holidays, so it's cutting them for the holidays instead. Starting today, the Xbox Series S is now $249 for Black Friday, and it even ships with a holiday theme packaging. Look at that. It's not that great looking, the packaging, but they got the gifts in front of the box. So yeah, $249.99. And I want to say this. If anybody in their right mind think these consoles won't sell, you, my friend, are a delusional pony. Absolutely. Onyx with the 2. Durt, thanks for the content. Love you guys. Hey, Onyx, love you too, my man. Oh, look, is that Sean that's Wreck-It Ralph? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you, Onyx. That's funny, though. Angry Therapist MD with the 5. We all know the PS4 is holding gaming back. Hey, looks like it, man, because, listen, God of War is a dope game, but that is a very good PS4 game. I'm not hating on it. It's a good game, but it's a PS4 game, definitely. So Spiderman said the PS5 is $700 in Canada. See, this is my thing. I am one of those guys. I'm 46 years old. I'm an older gentleman. I understand it's not always about me. I know people say gaming can be a selfish hobby, which it is a selfish hobby, but at the same time, it's more people on this earth than us. If I'm fortunate enough to get the Xbox Series X or PS5, good for me. There's a lot of other people that was able to get the Xbox Series X and the PS5. But I just think that we have to be open-minded sometimes and think, man, there's some people right here that's not as fortunate. These parents that's walking into GameStop or Best Buy or Walmart or wherever saying, yo, that PS5 is $500. This black Xbox is $500. This white Xbox is $250. It's literally half the price of the other two consoles. Excuse me, sir, what's the difference between this little white box and the big black Xbox? Well, pretty much resolution. What? What you mean? Does it play Call of Duty? Yes. Does it play 2K? Yes. Does it play Fortnite? Does it play Apex? Does it play Call of Duty Warzone? Yes. Well, why is it $250 cheaper? Oh, just because of resolution. What? Man, run that shit. Give me that. Oh, and include something called Xbox Gamepass. What's that? Did you say 400 plus games? For how much? Come on, man. Come on, bro. $250. Do you guys remember in 2019, Xbox pretty much had a little like a test run with the Xbox One SAD edition, all digital edition, Xbox One S, and it sold extremely well that holiday season? I'm telling you, bro. Xbox know what they're doing. Rain Blade with the 2 pounds. PS5 is holding series consoles back. Oh, I'm sorry. PS5 is holding series consoles future COD back. Talk that shit. Kendrick Star, member for 11 months. Just bought Baby Bro so I can do emulation on it. and my nephews can play when they come over. Absolutely, bro. Listen, us hardcore gamers, we're about the X, right? We're about the Xbox Series X and also the PS5. If you have a PS5, that's what we're about. We're hardcore gamers, but everybody's not a hardcore gamer, right? Everybody's not a hardcore gamer. The Nintendo Switch is still selling like crazy. Bunty, man, what is up, homie? With the 2, and you forgot, Dirt, how small it is. That's another point. You have that big ass PS5. The Xbox Series X is obviously bigger than the S, but not as big as the PS5. But you have these big consoles. And man, we have these small, convenient consoles. So you can listen, bro, that stuff is going to sell. And I know the S isn't just for kids, but I think that's what Xbox wanted to market to for the S, because the consoles these kids choose is usually the best-selling console. The consoles that the casuals choose, which is the kids, and also the people that don't play video games as much. They might play 1 or 2 games a year. Yeah, those are the ones that usually help these consoles win generations. The Nintendo Switch still selling like crazy, right? And it's like, damn, the Xbox Series S is going to move units, man. Like, you can hate all you want to. Some of these guys hating on it. And at the end of the day, it's going to move units. You crying is not going to stop it from selling. Chaos Might with the 5. You can now buy 2 next-generation Xbox for the price cheaper than 1 next-generation PlayStation. Yep. Because it's a next-generation console. Don't get it twisted. People try to say it's not a next. No, it's the next-generation console. I saw the Matrix demo on it. Yes. The only difference between the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X version of that Matrix demo was resolution. It's a next generation console. Absolutely, man. So, like I said, guys are already hating. And I'm not surprised by any of it. But then you see stuff like this. This guy, Creative Monster, on Twitter, he saw that at Target, not only is it $250, it comes with a $50 Target gift card with the purchase. So you're pretty much paying $200 for it. Now, just imagine. You get a $50 Target gift card. You could buy you some drawers, some socks. Buy your kids some Pokemon drawers. I'm telling you, bro, some toothpaste. Get some shit for your house, $50. And you got yourself or your kids an Xbox Series S. How can you go wrong with that? How can you go wrong with that? What's up, Jerry Mack? How you doing, brother? A $50 gift card after the console was already reduced to $250. I'm just saying, man. Hate as much as you want to, guys. You ponies hate as much as you want to. It's going to sell, man. It's going to sell. Now, when I say that people hate, it's incredible to me, man. Like, I don't realize. I mean, I can't understand why these guys just sit here and just hate on everything in Xbox. Microsoft drops Series S price to $250 for the holidays. Makes sense when Phil says they're taking a big loss on every console sold. Store shelves are filled with these, and taking a big loss is the only way they're going to move. Look at this shit. You know what? I'm mad at myself even bringing that shit up. I should have even brought that shit up. Every time I see one of that dude tweets, every damn time.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker, huh?
Resiku with the members for 7 months. Ponies are just delusional and say the dumbest thing all the time. Yes. Every time. It just makes no sense. So, at the end of the day, what the Xbox Series S is going to do is going to sell, ladies and gentlemen. When every generation, you like usually 3 years into the generation, that's where you start to see the slim editions of consoles made, which usually means the console price goes down. That's when you see most people start to buy these consoles. It happens every console generation. Going back to the PS1, when the PS1 made that slim model, that's when that shit really started selling. The PS2 was selling like crazy, but it sold even better when they made a slim model. Every console, Rain G4 with the 5. Oh, sorry. PS5 bundle would include a pair of slides and a 6-pack of root beer and a pack of ramen noodles. Hey, that should probably sell for them punk ass ponies. Now we've heard these guys say, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to hold back the generation. And then we find out PS4 is still a big part of their first party. Then we heard the guys say, well, maybe they need to separate them. We know right now what's going to happen. If Xbox Series S helps Xbox win the NPDs in November, you guys already know. Well, shit, they should win. It was $250. Now, if PS5 still wins NPD for November, what are they going to say? That's a damn shame. They lowered the price to $250 and they still couldn't beat the PlayStation. So you already know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. Cherry man, they're talking that shit. Bay Area with the 5. Ponies cry that the Xbox and Gamepass is going up in price. And now that Xbox lowered the price, they still cry. And Xbox needing the discount to sell. Bay Area, you already know. You already know. Hey, Safe Space Invader, yeah, it's $2.39 at Costco, bro. I shop at Costco all the time. Not that I need an Xbox Series S, because I did have one. I gave it to my father because, he had a PS4 Slim because he loves MLB The Show. And when I bought him MLB The Show, it was only on PlayStation. But since it's on Xbox, I took that damn PS4 Slim, took it back to GameStop, and gave him my Xbox Series S. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Yeah, man. So, see, but that's the thing. Like David Cohen said, the Xbox Series S may not be as powerful as the X, but it's still capable enough. Absolutely. People think Microsoft doesn't know what they're doing. You don't think Microsoft looked at all of the data? Like I mentioned in 2019, they actually had a test run with the Xbox One S all digital edition. That was a test run to see what people buy an all digital console. They bought it. Just that holiday of 2019, they saw enough to move forward with the Xbox Series S. And look, we remember in 2013, the all-digital future, the DRM, all that shit was a problem back then. But, bro, it's 2022. Actually, 2020 when these consoles are released. And all-digital is not a problem anymore. Because everything we do is damn near digital now. They don't sell CDs anymore. They barely sell DVDs. Movie DVDs, they barely sell those. I'm telling you, man, this is we're in 2022. So don't be surprised if there's a PS6 and the next Xbox, that shit might be all digital. I'm dead serious. Because if this is the second year, it's probably about at least another 6 years in this generation. Honest with the two, new gen start when Madden 2K and Call of Duty drop. Old gen drop old gen. Yeah, exactly, bro. I know a guy that was playing Call of Duty the other day on his PS4. I'm like, damn, bro, you can get a fit? No, I'll give me one eventually. But like you said, that's when it really starts. That's when it really starts. And like I said, from the past, when they finally released those slim editions, that's when the consoles really start to sell. Rain G4 with the 5. Knowing Sony, they will have a digital game exclusive to PSN top tier members. Right. Y'all can get exclusive game if you're a top tier member. Oh, man. Yeah, so there's no doubt in my mind that the Xbox Series S would do well this holiday. No doubt in my mind. It's starting today, which is November 17th. And I'm assuming it's going to pass Black Friday, maybe to what is it called? Cyber Monday, maybe. It's going to sell. As much as people want it not to sell, they want to hate on it, say it's not going to sell. It's going to sell, man. Because people got to realize if you can buy something that your kids want, they want a new console. And I don't want it to seem it's always about the kids, because there might be some adults, like I said earlier, that are some adults that's casuals. And they want a damn console. And they see that $250 like, yo, I'm about to get that. Don't we always say they're not brand loyal like us? They don't care. They don't care if it's Xbox or PlayStation. They want a console. Does it have Call of Duty on it? Yes, we'll run it. Give it to me. Does it have the new 2K? Yes, give it to me. Give it to me right now. I'm saying, bro. We just got to be honest about it. And I know we talk about the future of Xbox a lot, but it's a bright future, so that's why we talk about it so much. But if you think about the Xbox Series S and the future of Xbox, the more the S sells, the better it is for Xbox, of course. Because these few developers that was talking shit about the Xbox Series S, they're going to have to make games for these consoles. Shut up crying and make games for it, just because it's a little bit more work. Because we know at the end of the day, the Xbox Series S is just more work. It would have been much easier just to develop for PC, PS5, and the Xbox Series X. Well, yes, the S is more work because it's weaker than the S and it's weaker than the PS5, but it's still the next generation console. Nintendo has been doing this shit for years and nobody said nothing. I watched a video regarding Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, the one that came out for the 360 and the PS3 that was terrible. It was buggy as shit. It flopped. It really hurt the brand. It hurt Sonic the Hedgehog brand. But I watched the video where they told the whole story. It was the Nintendo Wii fault that damn game was shitty. I know you're like, Durt, the Nintendo Wii fault. Look up Sonic, like the story of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Sega was developing these games for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. They were waiting for the specs of the Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii was so weak, they had to take people off of the project, make a specific team just for the Nintendo Wii version. And because they took people away, they took resources away, but they still had a deadline to meet. And that's why Sonic 2006 was shitty. It was because of the Nintendo Wii. Now, they knew the Nintendo Wii was going to sell well, because I believe it was already selling well, or it had just, it sold well from the off rip. So they said, yo, we have to do a Nintendo Wii version. But they couldn't make it the same way as they did the Xbox 360 and a PS3. Yeah, so check that out. But you ain't hear nobody say shit about how Nintendo just screwed people with these weak-ass consoles over the years. But now you see the Xbox has a weaker version of their console and people talking shit. Oh, it's so weak. Get the hell out of here with that. Let me get these super chats. Carl Wee with the 5. 90% of people already buy digital. Most of the physical, only people would move to digital if physical wasn't available. Nobody complains on PC about it. Yeah, man. Those days are gone. The only people I see complaining now are a couple of YouTubers that's, they're collectors, so it makes sense. Come on, man. Come on. Nobody cares about, digital. I've been digital for 5 years now. 6 years. Yeah, 5 years. I'm sorry. The Angry Therapist MD with the 5. PS5 can sell out all they want, but ponies don't buy games. That's why Jim hitting their pockets. You damn right. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's only certain games that sell over there, bro. It ain't like Nintendo. There's just as many PS4s as there are Nintendo Switches. But do you see what Nintendo first-party games sell? Their games be selling like 40, 50 million. My boy Sean, member for 20 months. Shout out to my brother Durt. Black Friday deal is only possible because of Durt. Oh, come on, Sean. We'll be talking that shit tomorrow on TTS at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so we're doing at 1 p.m. because I thought you said you had to do a little bit later than that. Cool. At 1 p.m., I will see you tomorrow. You POS. G Stealth with the 5. What up, Dirt? Holy shit. Price. Drop the price $250. We can get us a support this guy. I'm buying one. Ponies will be crying. Ponies always crying. They're always crying. You know, so hey, Shaker, absolute facts. Excuse me. Xbox One X was weaker than the Xbox One X. Nobody cared. Facts. Nobody cared. The only difference, I think, because these consoles released day one together. The Xbox One released first, and then they did the slim model, which was the 1S, then the X. But you're right. Nobody cared, bro. You're absolutely right about that. Hell, the PS4 and the PS4 Pro was different. Power. Nobody cared about that either, right? I'm telling you, man, it's a bunch of hypocritical shit in this community. But that's to be expected because they're pieces of shit. Right? So like I was saying, the Xbox Series S is doing great things, and this price is amazing. It's incredible. Like I said, you can hate all you want to, but you can't deny it. Now, back to what I was saying about some developers saying some negative things about it. There's also developers saying positive things about it. As you guys see, Evil West lead producer says the Xbox Series S is not holding us back. The developers of Evil West announced that the Xbox Series S does not hold back development as they are not forced to parity. Meaning, Xbox Series X can be 1440p 60 or 4K 60 on the game. Not this game specifically, but on the game, and they don't have to parody that with the Xbox Series S. They don't have to make it 4K. They can't make it 4K. We all know the Xbox Series S is like a 1080p, 1440p machine. I've seen them run 1440p, and obviously we've seen it run 1080p. Frame rates seem to be pretty steady when it's 60. Sometimes when it's 120 frames, the frame rates aren't as great, but they still have more 120 frame games than a damn PS5. Evil West looks dope. But shit, like comes out what, Tuesday? Yeah, it comes out Tuesday. So there's a developer saying, yo, man, we had no issue with it. I still feel that, like Phil Spencer said, me and Sean talk about this all the time. Like Phil Spencer said, it is more work for the developer. Definitely. No doubt about it. It's definitely more work. But Xbox knows what they're doing, man. They talked to these developers beforehand. Yo, we have a 2 SKU strategy. These are the specs of this SKU. These are the specs of this SKU. And going back to something I saw Jeff Grubb say, I mentioned this before, but I don't know if you guys heard when I mentioned this. He put something on Twitter. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to the effect that with these I say the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, it's the only consoles. There was no S. He said, with the prices of games, you would never probably see a game that fully takes advantage of these next generation consoles. A game taking full advantage of 12 teraflops would be ridiculously expensive. He said something to the effect of that. You would never, these are not back in the days anymore. Like that jump from the PS2 to the 360, those days are gone. We're not getting those games, those big jumps anymore. Right? So that's probably another reason why Xbox said, yo, let's drop this Xbox Series S. We want this shit to move units. We want it to be the the console, the entry level console, the console that people buy when they're trying to get into the Xbox ecosystem. Actually, didn't Satya Nadella say most of the new Xbox Series S's that was bought is people that's new to the ecosystem? Yes, that's their strategy. What Pixel Slap? What the Manscaped promotions? Oh shit. But no, see, like Zinc, he just wasn't talking about Xbox. He's talking about period. He's talking about period, not just Xbox. He's just saying both consoles, no game will most likely no game will fully use the power of the Xbox Series X and also the PS5. The full power of it. These games are way too expensive now. You know? Long live the Black Mamba with 2. This is why I said mid-gen refresh makes no sense. No sense at all, brother. We got it last generation because the PS4 and the Xbox One both kind of released kind of weak, right? Kind of outdated. So those mid-gen refreshes made sense. But they don't make sense now. They just don't. They don't make sense to me. And if PlayStation does it, that's because they understand some of their faults, right? Flat out. Shout out to the 269 people up in here. What's up, yo? Shout out to you guys. Yeah, so like I said, baby bro, it's going to move units this holiday season, man. I can't wait to see who wins November. Because it's a damn good chance Xbox is going to win. Because I don't know if you guys saw NPDs last month. PlayStation won, but Xbox is on their ass. Xbox is on their ass. And ladies and gentlemen, Xbox suppose they ain't got no games, right? Xbox ain't got no games in 2022. They was on their ass. We heard last month in the UK or last week in the UK something similar happened. The PS4 won, but it was I believe Tom Henderson said marginally, meaning they barely beat the Xbox. Just saying, man. What's up, Anthony Chipmunk? What's up, homie? Yes, NPDs, I believe worldwide PlayStation was around 260,000 worldwide. Xbox was like 215 to 20,000, somewhere around there. And yeah, but in the NPDs, they was right there. Because last month the Switch was number 3, Xbox was number 2. How's a console with no game selling? Could somebody tell me that, please? PlayStation got all the bangers this year, right? They got God of War. They got the like the ginger bitch. The ginger Wendy's. Horizon Forbidden West. That's why I couldn't think of that damn game. They got Seafood. They got Stray. Game of the Year nominee, Stray. Xbox ain't got nothing, right? I mean, that's what they say. Xbox ain't got nothing. But they right there on their ass. Ain't it funny how every time guys like me or Sean or like some of you guys on Twitter in the comments on my videos, when you guys bring up the future, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. Let me change my timestamp because I'm about to talk about this shit for a second. They don't want to talk about the future of Xbox. They want to talk about 2022. They don't want to even talk about the past. They don't want to talk about 2021. Some guy came on me today, came up on Twitter talking shit. Yeah, man. Xbox, they got no games nominated for. I said, oh, okay. He said, yeah, they ain't had none in forever. I said, oh, you must have forgot 2021, didn't you? Xbox had the most games nominated last year. And for 20 games, PlayStation had 11. Guess what he said, y'all? Oh, well, they didn't own those. Well, they just bought those games. I'm telling you, every time. Every time. So they don't want to talk about 2021, and they don't want to talk about the future. They want to focus on 2022. Hey, Aaron, Game Pass had a damn good year, but no, they want to focus strictly on first party. Yeah, pause. I said, yeah, pause there. No, but I'm saying that's what they do. 2021. Now let's just ignore Psychonauts. Let's ignore Forza Horizon 5. Now let's focus on Halo. They don't want to focus on Halo Infinite's Metacritic score. They want to focus on the lack of content. That's what they want to focus on with Halo. They don't want to focus on Deathloop either. But they want to focus on 2022. Y'all ain't got shit. Okay. When 2023 come around, let's see what's popping. Gamer by choice with the 5. iMid-gen refresh could make it easier for devs to get most out of games without using software tools. Devs seem to like raw power instead of hardware. I mean software. Yeah, I'm sure. It seems like it's less work. Hey, I'm not calling them lazy because I know in my real life, at my job, if my supervisor asked me to do some extra shit, I'd be like, son of a bitch. You asked me to do some extra shit? So I get it, I get it. You want your job to be as easy. Hey, he came towards me. You know what I meant, only on the Xbox. Double pause, that is a pause. You know what I meant. He came at me, that's what I meant to say, on Twitter, talking that shit. Man, y'all don't miss nothing, do you? Because I said, oh shit, let me change that. He came at me on Twitter talking that shit. Right? So we know next year Redfall is probably going to be the first game to release. We know Starfield is going to be good. Forza Motorsport is going to be good. Now the second half, that's the thing, bro. We talk about this all the time. The candidates for games that's dropping the second half of next year, I believe is only 2. Either Hellblade 2 or Avowed. And I'm still leaning towards Hellblade 2. I am seriously leaning towards Hellblade 2 dropping second half of next year. Maybe around October or something. I'm really leaning towards that because you think about this. Xbox bought them in 2018. Excuse me. They've been developing Hellblade since 2018, right? We heard they were doing all the pre-production. They was going to Iceland and all that extra stuff. Heavy, like Hellblade is heavy mocap. So we heard COVID really affected the game because they couldn't really do the mocap shit. Now they're doing all of that, and we heard, I still cannot pronounce this guy's name, but the head guy at Ninja Theory, he said last year, early 2021, he said, we're in full production now. So if you go by that, if you think about early 2021 to late 2023, that's pretty much 2 years and a half because he said in early 2021, the game would come out late 2023. That's 2 years and a half. I'm expecting Hellblade 2 to be that game that's dropping next holiday. I can obviously be wrong, but that's what I'm hoping. Medigo Thickens with the 2 raw, hard, coming. What did I walk into? Hey, man. Hey, man, you know how it is, brother. Sometimes, when you're talking out the top of your head, some shit might come out wrong. You know what? I ain't even going to say nothing. But let's go ahead and continue this show. Yeah, so like I said, Hellblade, I believe Hellblade is going to be that game that make people say, whoa, this is an Xbox game? That's not Forza? Because Forza, those games, people say, oh, look at them graphics. But, what about life-size Gears? But people are going to say, wow, damn. People say Xbox ain't got no bangers. People say Xbox ain't got no bangers. Really? I'm telling you, Hellblade gonna hire y'all people like, damn it. And all of us Xbox guys gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Exactly. What's up, Frizzle? How you doing? I'm thinking Hellblade. I'm thinking Fable. Something with Playground Games, bro. I just feel they are making a masterpiece. I know what you're saying. You're biased, you're a bot. Whatever. I just feel Playground Games is making a masterpiece. They're taking their time. They have over 400 people working on the game. Now they have even more with Eidos Montreal. They want to be the best developers in the world. They said that. I cannot think of the head guy name, but he said it. They want to be the best developers in the world. B4S with the 2 pause limit has been exceeded. Hey, yo. Hey, man, I'm gonna have to cut that out. I'm gonna have to edit that out the podcast afterwards. No, yeah, I agree, man. The pause limit has been exceeded. No, but I really feel that Fable is going to be something special, something that makes us Xbox people proud, right? Just make us proud, like, because besides, I'm speaking graphically, just an amazing game. Besides, besides Gears 5 and of course Forza Horizon, we haven't had a great looking game for a while. Besides the Gears franchise and Forza franchise, Halo looked fine, but it wasn't a head turner. You know what I'm saying? Jason Redman with the 2. How's that price increase? Yeah, that price increase is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, the price increased so much they took $50 off of the price for the holidays. That's crazy, ain't it, Jason? Apollo Cooper with the 2. We do have our over-the-shoulder bangers cooking up. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. It's just the waiting game for us, right? It's the waiting game. Yes, unfortunately, we had to wait. And I said this last year. I said, 2022 is going to start. The Xbox has no games narrative is going to kill it. Okay, that didn't happen. Phil said they had to, delay Starfield and Redfall. But 2023, yeah, that's when it's starting, baby. It's going to start. Iron Mike with the 5. Durt, you know damn well haters going to move that goalpost and say, well, Hellblade not a new IP. Bro, Iron Mike, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. No, Javier, no, I care about gameplay also, bro. But sometimes you want that game with the great gameplay and them banging graphics. Like, yo, look at this. This shit looks incredible. That's what, I would say we need a game like that. We ain't had one in a while. And I think Hellblade 2 is going to be that. Of course, like Forza Motorsport is going to look incredible. But I mean like just a nice little action adventure game. The Vaseline dude, oh my God. Oh my God, man. Y'all crazy. Looney Boy with the 10. All this waiting is finally about to start paying off in 2023. Next year is finally on arrival. We are some waiting MFers. Laughing my ass up. Hey, Looney Boy, you speaking facts, man, because, sometimes it's unfortunate, but when your favorite team has to get their shit together, you got to wait. But when you're seeing them making moves, I should say, and the right moves, the best pickups, like I always say, man, like I always say, when your favorite sports team had like 3 or 4 years of being shit, then you see them draft the right guys. They draft the right, they sign the right head coach. Then you start to see them getting better and better. So unfortunately, you have to wait. But while you're waiting, you're noticing, yeah, this is going the way I want it to. That's like with losing weight. Say if a big person, they 400 or 500 pounds and they lose weight. They're losing weight, right? They're losing the weight. They're losing the weight. They're liking where they're going, but they're not at their goal yet. But in the midst of losing weight, they're liking how their body is starting to look. They're liking these things. So with Xbox, yes, we've been waiting, but we're liking the moves they're making. And it's going to benefit us in the long run. So when that person is losing weight and they're losing, at the end, they go like, yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. All them nights I wanted some cookies and shit. I couldn't eat it. But damn it, it was worth not eating those cookies. I don't know how great of an analogy that was, but you guys catch me. Hey, Don, Pistons, yeah, man, we've been waiting for the Pistons. They have a couple good pieces. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Looney Boy with 10 facts, bro. I'm a diehard Bucks fan. We spent 13 straight seasons without making the playoffs before the GOAT came through. 2023, a Super Bowl championship-ish for Xbox Game Studios. Facts, bro. And listen, when Tom Brady came, y'all won the championship. You didn't even say, damn. You said, yo, you wouldn't worry about the 13 years y'all ain't had shit, right? You was like, yo, fire. We won the championship. Hey, Rodman said, you're right, Durt. I lost 46 pounds since August. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Yeah, man. So when you're losing weight, you're just happy to see the progress. That's the word I want to use, the progress. You're seeing the progress. You're in the midst of the progress. We're in the midst of progress. Buying studios, even though some people want to say that's not competing, bro, buying studios is progress. You're bettering your team. You know? So it's like, I don't understand the hate, but at the end of the day, it just takes time. That just goes to show you how the pandemic hurt, but it already hurt because Xbox didn't have many games in development. Like the studios they signed in 2018, they were either doing multiplats, they just had a multiplayer release, or they had a future multiplat that was contractual obligations. So like Double Fine, their next game, Xbox exclusive. Compulsion, their next game, Xbox exclusive. In Exile, their next game, Xbox exclusive. Those are 3 teams that had to release multi-platform games first. So that's something people just don't sit back and realize and think about. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. Yeah, I've been running my mouth for 47 minutes. Ain't that a bitch? Good shit, y'all. We got how many people we got in here? 298. Shout out to you guys for joining my One Man Dark Man podcast. I got one more topic. If we want to get out of here. Hold on, let me do my timestamps, Like I said, I believe in timestamps. So the other topic I want to talk about also has to do with games. Let me get this before. Looney Boy with the 2. Tom Brady was a great acquisition by success. Right. Hey, man. People trip me out. I don't care. Oh, man. Y'all bought that. Nobody gives a shit. I know the Lakers are kind of trash now, but a few years ago when they won that championship, the LA Laker fans didn't say, oh, this isn't a good championship because they traded for Anthony Davis. They signed LeBron James as a free agent. It wasn't organic. They ain't say that shit. They were happy to win a damn championship in that bubble. They were happy. So when Xbox buys these studios, all of a sudden this shit changes. The damn hypocrisy pisses me off, right? For years, people say, oh my God, Xbox, well, y'all just show some new IP, show something. Announce something. It don't even have to be gameplay. Just show a CGI trailer, please. I remember guys saying this on podcasts. And in 2020, when Xbox Game Showcase, they showed a bunch of new games. Couple new IPs. But they didn't have gameplay. They were CGI trailers. Then what did it turn into? Where the gameplay, Xbox? Y'all ain't got no gameplay. The damn hypocrisy, man. Then organic growth came in. Do you guys remember organic growth? Sony development teams are all organic. Even Colin Moriarty was saying that shit. Yeah, Sony has a history of working with Insomniac. They had a history of working with Sucker Punch. All of this shit, man. Then Xbox is just going out there and buying things. Oh, so now it's effed up that Xbox has money to go buy publishers. I'm telling you, man, these guys are hypocrites. I can't stand them. It's all full of shit. It's all full of shit. Right? So, yeah, man. It's just like, I gotta change my timestamp now. But it's just like the hypocritical shit, man. Saying buying studios is not competing. Well, what is it? Oh, it's just buying studios. Do these guys ever sit back and listen to the shit they say? Buying studios is not competing, it's just buying studios. Like Colin Moriarty said, why buy Ninja Theory? Why buy Double Fine? To better Xbox Game Studios. Why is that such a hard thing to understand? Oh, I get it. They don't want to understand it. I understand they want Sony to remain number one because that's their favorite brand. But these guys said they wanted Xbox to compete. But that goes to show you they were full of shit because they really didn't want that. They were just talking trash. They didn't want Xbox to compete. They wanted Xbox to be like the Xbox One generation and not put up much of a fight. Right. Why buy Bungie? Why buy Nixes, right? You know, all the last generation, those guys said PlayStation would never put their games on PC. PlayStation would never do this. PlayStation would never do that. And this generation has humbled those pieces of shit. But, like I said, they always move the goalposts. They change the narrative. Every time. All right, guys, let me go to this last topic so I can get out of here. You guys are awesome, man. Shout out to the 292 that's still in here. I believe we hit 3 for a quick second. So shout out to you guys. The last topic is about Perfect Dark. You put that in. I don't know if you guys heard about Perfect Dark. If you heard what was said, but I'm going to tell you guys something. Let me show my screen right quick. Crystal Dynamics CEO Phil Rogers said, "We're working on the iconic Perfect Dark game and the project is going extremely well. It is great to see the team at the initiative and our team across Crystal Studios working so well together." Let me read that last sentence. It is great to see the team at the initiative and our team across Crystal Studios working so well together. That's music to my ears, y'all. That is music to my ears. Remember when it was first announced that Perfect Dark was being co-developed with Crystal Dynamics and the initiative? Do you remember the shitstorm on Twitter that day? If you're not on Twitter, let me explain to you. It was a shitstorm that day. People said, oh, the initiative is dead. The initiative is a failure. And then some of us Xbox guys, we questioned a lot of things. Like, damn, that does seem kind of weird. Because Crystal Dynamics is not a support studio. They're a AAA development studio. And you rarely see a AAA development studio come work with another studio that they're not under the same umbrella. Like, you might see the coalition send some people to help Rare or something like that, but Crystal Dynamics at the time was under Square Enix. And they came to work with Xbox. So people are like, yo, man, what the? But now, what is going on? We knew Square Enix was pissed off after the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy didn't sell as well as they wanted it to. These games probably sold 7-8 million, but that's not enough for Square Enix. Square Enix think their IP should sell like Grand Theft Auto. But that being said, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal are hell of a teams. All right, so I remember myself and Sean and some other people in the community said, man, when Crystal Dynamics got sold to Embracer, we was like, damn, man, I want an Xbox to buy those guys. Now, we knew Daryl Gallagher used to run Crystal Dynamics. He was the head of the Tomb Raider, I believe, the Tomb Raider reboot in 2013. I'm not sure if he did Rise of the Tomb Raider, but he definitely did the 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider. And obviously, he's the head of the initiative. So he knows these people. He worked with these people. And I thought it was real funny how the Crystal Dynamics became available. Like, what? That means Square Enix wanted nothing to do with them. Like, here, we don't want y'all to develop another game. Just go help Xbox. I did think that was kind of weird, but it made me think. It made a lot of us think, like, yo, is Xbox going to buy them? That's what made us. Is Xbox going to buy those guys? So here we are. Embracer bought them. Then that had us disappointed. Like, damn, I wanted Xbox to buy them. Now we're hearing all this other stuff. Embracer, they're getting rid of teams. Embracer, I don't think Embracer wants to spend Tomb Raider AAA kind of money on their games. Their games, they're not AAA bangers like that. Saints Row, I guess they said Saints Row did well financially, but the critical reception was bad. So they're breaking up Volition. They're putting them with what's the people that made Borderlands? Gearbox. Yeah, they're putting them with Gearbox. It seems like Embracer is having some type of issues right now. Hey, Don, what's your name? Don Sicario. Yeah, man. Lord Croft, come on home to Xbox. What else? They are literally working on games for Xbox. Half of Crystal Dynamics is supposedly doing Tomb Raider. The other half is working on Perfect Dark. Eidos Montreal is working on Fable. And don't forget, Jason Schreier said, and other games. He said games, plural. Javier said, bring that fine ass over here. So, guys, we said it. Because of the ABK deal, Xbox didn't want to add any new talent, quote unquote, right? Now, this ABK deal will be over with. Xbox is going to add new talent. There was an interview where the guy asked Phil Spencer, is there a press pause after the ABK deal is done? And Phil Spencer said, no, we cannot press pause. So, yeah, the more time goes, the more we're starting to see it looks like Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal is going to be part of Xbox Studios. Crystal Dynamics might become the initiative, or half of the team become the initiative outright. But it's great to hear that the development process is going good, because Crystal Dynamics is fire, bro. From back in the day with Soul Reaver games, and they're talking about bringing that game back. So if they buy them and all the IP, that's Xbox shit, right? Just imagine Tomb Raider becomes Xbox first party. We'll have Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix. Shit, we got Doom guy now. We got that piece of shit Fallout guy that's always doing this shit. We got Captain Price, Ghost, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Then we gonna have Lara Croft. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to sit back and think about that for a second. Hey, the Bear Bear, when I saw Embracer bought those teams for $300 million, I was like, bro, Xbox would at least gave them $500 million for those. But looking back at it now, yeah, man, something's going on. Something's going on. And to hear a developer, I'm sorry, Crystal Dynamics CEO saying, yo, everything is going extremely well. It's great to see the team at the initiative and our team working so well together. Oh, so well together. Just become one. Become one team. Why don't you? Because they're working so well together, right? Yo, man, just make this shit official after the ABK deal is done. Because the ABK deal is so important to Xbox. They don't want to jeopardize it in any way. Because, you know, if they bought 3 or 4 new studios during this acquisition, that's not going to look good. It's look, man, they're going to have a monopoly. They're buying all these studios. And yo, man, this is great. This is great. The more shit keeps on coming out, the happier I become. And eventually these games are going to come out. 2023 is looking promising. And 2024 is going to be promising also. 2024 probably going to have Avowed. Probably going to have State of Decay 3 or maybe even Fable. Like, maybe the Coalition, whatever they're working on. Compulsion is working on something. Don't forget, Doom. When the next Doom coming out? Doom Eternal came out of what, 2019 or 2020? Yeah, 2020. They're working on something, right? The Deathloop team, Arcane, they're working on something. You cannot sit here and tell me Xbox ain't about to be, man. It's gonna be crazy, bro. Looney Boy with the 10. Dirt, check your Twitter DM real quick. Sent you a link about the Embracer Group. They are in trouble. Down over 50% year to date in their stock value. They will be selling off studios. Yeah, man. I did see some of that. I will check it out, but I did read some of that earlier. They're in trouble. They're having issues. And look, Xbox can just genuinely just give them $1 billion for those 2 studios and IP. Look here, man. Listen, y'all having financial issues here. Take this. But just let us get this Activision Blizzard deal finalized first. Don't sell it to anybody else. Let us get it. They're already working on games for us anyway. Here, take this $1 billion. Tell you, man. This shit seems like it's pretty much. I'm not going to say guarantee, but it's looking more and more likely that that's the case. They're going to be under Xbox when this ABK deal is over with. That's just how it's looking to me. It's looking incredible. So, yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking forward to, man, because Crystal Dynamics is a hell of a team. Eidos Montreal is a great team. Now, I didn't really care for Deus Ex, the last one they made. I didn't really care for it. But Shadow of the Tomb Raider was such a damn underrated game. I have no idea why people was hating on that game. I have no idea. To me, that game was just as good as Rise of the Tomb Raider. The graphics look incredible. The story was good. It was just as good as Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion. That trilogy was just fire. Right? Yeah, gamer by choice. I'm thinking Xbox has to have something written. Like, well, they can't have a contract, I'm assuming. But I think they have some type of agreement. And they say, look, whatever Sony offers you guys, we can give you double that or whatever, man. If Embracer is having some type of financial issues, that's another reason, like I mentioned earlier, Embracer is not the type of publisher that's going to make these $200 million games. What's their biggest game? Was it Saints Row? Was it Saints Row? They're not the type to make these expensive Tomb Raider type of games. I can't see it. I can't see it. Not Embracer. Xbox will have them make those type of games. And don't be surprised if Sony doesn't make as many of those super expensive single-player games. Now, they'll make the ones that's guaranteed to be hits like Spider-Man or God of War. But I just feel these games are so expensive that they might shy away from doing that as much. Like what happened last generation, all single-player bangers, all single-player games, that's not going to happen again. Nah. Unless those games were guaranteed to sell like Nintendo games, 40 million copies, they're not going to do that again. Like I said, they'll do some. They'll do some. But like those games like A Days Gone, just a gamble on a new IP, nah. As you see, they didn't do a sequel. Days Gone sold just as well as The Last of Us 2. But they did not greenlight Days Gone 2. Said, nope, we're not sure if it's going to sell well, the next one. So no. Now, Ghost of Tsushima sold similar to Days Gone, but they'll probably do another Ghost of Tsushima. But I'm just saying that's the time we're living in, man. These games are so expensive. These companies, they don't want to even gamble. Invader, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? These companies don't even want to gamble on these expensive games, especially single player games. Like I said, a game like Saints Row, you would say it's a AAA game. I finished Saints Row. It was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of AAA, but not really. It was like maybe a AA budget. Because it was like something like the graphics were kind of underwhelming. You know, it was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of AAA, but not really. And they just split Volition up into, Gearbox. So hopefully Embracer gets it together, but I really want them to sell those studios to Xbox. They're already getting comfortable with Xbox. They're getting real comfortable with them. You know what I'm saying? Xbox, the Initiative, and Crystal Dynamics, they're spooning. They're in the bed spooning together. Embracer and Playground Studios is in the other room. They're spooning. Right? Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of there. Angry Therapist MD with the 5. It's crazy since Days Gone so well on PC. Yeah, I actually like Days Gone, man. I actually like Days Gone. I thought it deserved a sequel, but PlayStation said, no. PlayStation said no. We ain't giving y'all shit. Sony Ben went into the studio. Later went into Jim Ryan's office. Said, yo, Jim Ryan, we really want to do a Days Gone sequel. Jim Ryan was like,
tough break, nigga.
You ain't getting it. You ain't getting no damn sequel. Crystal Dynamics went to Embracer. I was like, look, man, I know you guys has bought us, but we really want to do another big game. Embracer was like,
tough break, nigga.
Go over there with Xbox. They got money. They got money. All right. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here, man. You guys are dope. Yeah, the Black John, yeah, they just merged with Gearbox, man. Embracer said, nah, Days Gone. I'm sorry, not Days Gone. Saints Row had, it got really killed in the media. The reception of it was pretty bad. And they just said, you know what? No more Saints Row. Go down there, help Gearbox out because the Borderlands franchise is successful. So go down there with them. So I gotta say, man, Volition, I think they have talent. I just want them to do, I don't know, man. I think they got talent, but the Saints Row games got too silly over the years. I liked part 1 and 2. Part 3 just got silly and shit. Yeah, I do believe Xbox is going to buy them. Who was that? Chucks. Yep. After Fable and Perfect Dark. I think they might buy them before that. Because if this development is going great, like the CEO of Crystal Dynamics said it's going great. Yo, man, let's make it official, right? Let's make it official. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Do my outro. About to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. My One Man, Dark Man podcast. Had a lot of fun. Thanks for interacting with me, and I love interacting with you guys. What was that shake motor? Yeah, thank you, man. Gotta go get me something to eat. I'm hungry. But yeah, like I said, I was going to do a video about it. I said, nah, man, let me do a Dark Man podcast. I haven't done one in a few weeks. Thank you, Why So Serious. I appreciate you guys. So, yeah, we got TTS tomorrow. Me and the homie Sean 786 at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Stop by and say what's up. We're going to be talking that shit. You know we are. We are going to talk shit because that's what we like to do. Thank you, everybody. Peace out, man. Let me find the outro. The damn outro. Where is that? There you go. Peace out, y'all. I love you guys.